Hello, and welcome to No Clip Mode, the show where we show you the games that we game for the game. I am your host, Glitch, and this is my compadre, Doorman.
I'm facepalming.
Yep, facepalm. Welcome to No Clip Mode, the show where we facepalm. Yep.
I'm really gonna have to take that over from you, I think. We'll see. Anyway, Doorman and Glitch here.
And Ocelot
We're kidnapped by ninjas.
Yeah.
Are you a bad enough dude? Are you a bad enough dude to continue watching No Clip and hope for their return? I sure. What's the matter? You're not a bad
game, Bad Dudes.
Yes.
Because I won't lie, that's dumb.
What?
You bad enough dude to save the president? Okay, the reason I jumped there is because there's a big hole in the floor. In a moment, I will go down the hole anyway, just to show you what's down there.
That means he fell.
No, I literally run straight down the hole on purpose.
We'll see.
I did it so I could show you, for the same reason that I went down the speed boost hole earlier. Oh, I didn't go down. Okay. So, I go back to go down because I think I just went that far and got out, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't show them the other alien.
The other A? Leon? The other M? The other A? The baby?
There's an amount of punching.
The baby, the baby, the baby, the baby.
The baby indeed. I'm going to tell you a secret. As a Metroid fan, I can respect that that game had amazing gameplay, and I love all the retro Metroid stuff they brought back in it. It was fun. The story made me want to cry like a little girl. And not because it was a touching story, because it hurt me that much. This is me getting lazy and just taking the lower route out.
Ooh.
I come back here much, much later after I get another upgrade.
Not pro.
Not bro. Ugh. Well,
I'm not sure if
here
it's...
in a moment. What?
No, go ahead.
Here in a moment, you're going to see me grind for more power bombs because I need a few more for what I'm doing, and I happen to not have them. Look, I can't stop playing with this keychain.
What is it that you're shooting for next?
That I'm shooting for?
Yeah, like in the game, item-wise, what is it that you're doing next?
Well, like major item or just minor upgrades? Because I'm about to get another power bomb upgrade. As for major items, I'm pretty sure I'm en route to the gravity suit.
Alright.
Yep.
So yeah, this is the part of the game where we do a lot of just random upgrade hunting and nothing interesting happens at all ever. Oh god! I take it back, I take it back!
I was hoping one of them would give me power bombs, but they don't.
Meanwhile, we get on the left side hoppers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing exciting happens. Oh god, they're huge. Oh, those green spikes on the ceiling that you can see
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere in this part of the level, they're not spikes. They don't hurt you. They
They are
just look
just
like
there.
they're...
They're only there to look menacing.
I think they're mistletoe. I think you're supposed to kiss under them.
That is a hell of a lot of mistletoe.
I think you're supposed to kiss everything.
With your gun barrel.
Like, I completely refilled just about every item, and I saw my reserve tanks were still running a little low, so I'm like, okay, maybe when they fill up, these things will start giving me power bombs. No, they don't.
Or they never do.
They literally just will not give you power bombs.
The game is running on Monster Hunter theory. It knows exactly what you need, and will never give it to you.
But I do know one enemy that will always give you power bombs, and I go to fuck a few of them up here in a bit.
Finally, we got bored of just standing there.
They stopped giving me items.
Alright, so let me ask you this while we're just going through a long phase of nothing here. And you're apparently testing out the run button for no reason.
There was a reason I went back here, but I can't remember what it was.
You were just trying to kill those enemies for power bombs.
Oh yeah, that was probably it. There's an upgrade somewhere in one of the run rooms that I missed. I just can't remember exactly where it's at. I think it's like in the ground somewhere. Like you have to shoot for it.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
So anyway, you mentioned other M, and how you liked the gameplay and the homages and stuff in it, but not so much the storyline.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming you've played through the Prime games as well.
Yep.
So, if they are to make a new Metroid game, would you rather see one in the kind of Prime-style first-person adventure? Would you rather see them try and revisit what Other M did? Or just go for something completely different?
Not really sure.
There's a lot of division
think...
on what Metroid is supposed to be at this point.
I think everything that Metroid has been is perfectly fine, all except for the story in Other M. I'm dead serious on that. Because even Metroid Prime Hunters was sort of based on the GoldenEye theory. And it worked. It was fun. But the story mode was a little underwhelming. However, it made up for it with a pretty amazing multiplayer mode. Hunters was great for multiplayer. I mean, granted, the weight of the DS combined with constantly holding a stylus will give you carpal tunnel, but still.
Thanks,
Something
Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus didn't do. Yeah.
I find it kind of funny that you say that, because aren't there a lot of Metroid purists out there that would probably try and argue that multiplayer just doesn't belong in Super Metroid, bar none?
I think Metroid purists are kind of a pain
I'm not
in
one
the
of those
ass.
people, but there are a lot of fans that are really, really, really stuck up about this series.
Yeah, I agree. But there are a lot of fans that are stuck up about every series. Like the ones that are constantly like, oh, Legend of Zelda should never have voice acting. Ugh.
Well, they can die.
Yeah, I disagree. I think if they make one more Legend of Zelda game without voice acting, I'm gonna shit a brick. A really angry brick that I will throw through Nintendo's corporate offices. Not through a window, through the entire corporate offices.
Alright, then I'll hit you with this caveat then. Voice acting in the game, sure, fine. Does Link talk?
I don't care. Link is a player avatar character, so... I don't know, but even player avatar characters are speaking now. Shepard.
Well, I doubt that Zelda's ever gonna make any attempts at claiming that they've got a moral choice system or branching storylines or anything like that.
Zelda effect.
This is one of those things where I now get to throw myself upon the gaming bonfire, and everybody gets to crucify me in the comments because I think that Link should talk. I'm sick of silent protagonists in games completely. I want them to all go away for a good long time. Because they're at the point now where they literally just don't ever really... There's never a point for it. It doesn't improve the experience at all. With the way that a lot of things go about telling
silent protagonists nowadays are mostly just pandering to nostalgia.
Yes.
But
you can get away with that when there's minimal story in the game entirely. Like a game like this, where the story is all mostly just kind of implied, okay, fine. But in a game like The Legend of Zelda...
Powerbomb.
In a game like The Legend of Zelda, where you're constantly being assailed by all kinds of different, NPCs and people talking to you, and you're dealing with the... Oh look, we're at the beginning of the game again.
Yep.
And we've come full circle, much unlike this argument. Point being, we're at a point now where, the storyline tries to be a little more dramatic. They're trying to tell things in a bit of a twisty manner. There's more interaction with the villains and stuff like that. You've seen it with, Zant in Twilight Princess and Girahim in Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
And Link himself is a lot more emotive now than he used to be, and still goes through a lot of different actions and interactions with other characters, and yet he doesn't talk. There's no reason for that to be the case anymore, because he has a defined personality in the way that he acts around people, and what they expect of him, and the way that they talk to him, and just the things he does in general. How are you enjoying those spikes, by the way?
Well, Doorman, I am not enjoying those spikes at all. Why did I walk back in there?
I don't know.
Alright.
Derp. Hey, there's some platforms up there that you can't reach. No, but it's like, you can't really claim anymore that, oh, Link is just an avatar for the player, so you imagine whatever personality you want with him, because that's not true.
He clearly has a personality.
I can't imagine Link to be a jerk, because he doesn't react that way in any of the games. And if you're going to go so far as to ascribe that kind of personality to him, and say, in, like, Wind Waker, he's kind of a reluctant hero that grows into the role, or Skyward Sword.
The only time they ever gave Link a voice, he was a jerk.
Well, excuse me, Glitch.
Yep.
The end.
We'll see you next time on No Clip Mode. We're going to talk some more about other games. And you're going to watch some more Metroid.